In the past few days, severe weather has caused death and destruction across many communities around the U.S.
And when disaster strikes, many volunteers leave home to go help impacted people put their lives back together.
Northern News Now's Rob Coles spoke to a longtime Red Cross volunteer from Duluth, who's now in Des Moines, Iowa, where the rebuilding effort is underway.
In Greenfield, Iowa, west of Des Moines, as people are picking up the pieces after deadly tornadoes hit last Tuesday, Duluth resident David Giroux is making sure they've got enough to eat.
With our clients that are in shelters, it's getting them fed twice a day.
His clients are people who've been impacted by the severe weather. Giroux is a feeding supervisor with the Red Cross.
Dealing with the clients out in the field, I will get a phone call from one of our partners or somebody on staff and ask for assistance with food or water or snacks.
Whether it's a hurricane, tornado, or flooding, he says to the people impacted, every disaster can upend their lives.
In my book, there's, one person, two people is not a small disaster. Thousands isn't a big, it's always a disaster to the client.
Giroux has been volunteering with the Red Cross of Minnesota for 15 years through the Duluth branch. Executive Director Dan Williams says when someone from our area like Giroux volunteers to help in a disaster area, it benefits both communities far away and here at home.
A national disaster, learning, experiencing that is that when they come back here, when we have disasters that happen locally, they're able to acutely impact the area with their experience and skills.
And for Giroux, helping people at the time of a disaster can be emotionally tough, but it has its own reward as well.
And then I get the great feeling that I've actually helped somebody. So it's a very mixed bag of whatever you want to call it.
In Duluth, Rob Coles, Northern News Now.
And according to leaders with the American Red Cross of Minnesota, in the month of May, they've deployed 43 disaster responders to different communities, many of them volunteers.